Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. Today, I will be going over Matchmaker FM to write people about wanting to be on a show. And then I will do a playback segment on StreamYard, our previous recorded list. I will make sure that I play a commercial. And I will put people on Spotify, both accounts, and DCTV and MNN. Today will be a great show. So let's get started. Okay. So, first things first, we're on StreamYard. We need another StreamYard, which is, I did it backwards. We're going to go to the library. First, we're going to go here, open file. No, wrong segment. Go here. Make sure this is deleted. Okay. So now we're going to if you want to follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to TikTok. Y'all may clown me, but hey. Okay, we got this show. Wait. I remember this show. What is this one? Gary Hill. I'm gonna go down the list. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna rotate it. Because if I try to choose random, I'm gonna end up choosing the same person again. So I'm gonna go down the list. That's kind of what I did. Um, who is this? Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show to see a sneak peek and a whole video on doing the podcast. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook so y'all can see me doing my podcast. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go. Who is this? Hold up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's how you know. I hate when they do that. What's going on? What froze? Okay. Um, Gary Brown, I did his. Let me make, this is another test subject. He is gonna, or she, let's see what they say. I can't. Basically, if you had to say it, what he was, if he think he heard a voice, maybe he did. He said that he heard a voice. If he think he heard a voice, maybe it's just not on the same frequency that, us people are on. Wow. I need to play that. Oh, I need the glasses. Um, what did I do with my glasses? Mhm. Let me just go in there. Heaven sent. Thanks, Ghostman Reigns. I'm glad you got to talk to me. Heaven sent. You were an amazing guest. Oh, I love that lipstick, Kim. I'm gonna have to find that same color. I love doing couples too, man. I love sitting up there getting to know couples. Oh man. It makes it interesting because you got the wife probably saying, regulating the rules. The wife usually regulates the rules, and then you got the husband like, I'm behind you 100%. I just want to make sure I do the correct thing as a team, a cohesive team. Oh, I'm gonna do hers. What's her name? I done had some interesting guests. April Brucker. I should cut my shows down to 15. No, I don't want to do that. I like to get to know the person. This is what I do when I'm off camera, so you can kind of say this is like behind the scenes. I just get very curious, very curious. You know what's pretty cool about this though? This whole thing is that every last person is on Apple Podcasts. I got them all on Apple Podcasts, and I made sure I reached out to everyone. But now it's about putting throwback episodes and converting them on the Spotify. So I got his recording downloaded. So let's see how much we can take care of. So we got that. Oh, go back to the real. Sorry, you guys. Wrong sector. Um, I downloaded the video. Let's go back to the real. It's still processing. Okay. Mm, I'm not going to put him on DCTV. That's someone else. The reason why is that I got to connect him to another person's stuff. So what I mean by that is I have to connect him 15 minutes because he only did 18 minutes. And I got to connect another person who did 18 to 21 minutes onto the show. So I don't want that looking raggedy because you need an intro and outro and it has to look professional. I'm going to do DC and Manhattan Neighborhood Network behind the cameras. So where am I going? Where are you going? Um, okay. So now we got the Kimberly Cloud Show. And then we got his name, which it should be right here. Did you hear the were y'all on to hear his reel? His reel is very powerful. He said he heard a woman tell him to get up. He said he heard a woman tell him to get up. This oh man, this episode is about creating a peaceful zone when you listen to people, whether you are suffering from mental health or not. Oh, okay. So I got something to say. I got something to say. Hold on. It's still processing. Oh man, I got so many of these bars up. Today I graduated. Today I graduated. Today I graduated. I am so thankful. I did. The only thing I did was a dance afterwards. It wasn't pop, lock and drop it. I was always messing that up. So it was like a dance. It was a dance that many people awkwardly do sometimes. So I stood up there and I just did a little dance and I was happy about it. And it took all of a second. I didn't do anything, but I will say that I appreciate the um, lawyer. I appreciate the judge. I appreciate the police. I appreciate the probation officer. I appreciate the social worker. I appreciate all of you guys. And that is why I'm moving to a Democrat state again. You all did not know me before this happened. And that's how I plan to keep it and not repeat the same thing. I urge you to look at those shelters or find a way to clear it and clean it out from drug use other than medicinal marijuana. Combining medicinal marijuana with any other type of narcotic leads for destruction. So, okay. Where were we at? Right here. It's still uploading. The episode is about creating a peaceful zone. When you listen to people, whether you were suffering from mental health, when you hear voices from people, whether people or not, when you hear voices from people or not, well, or voices from people in your head, you, one can say that you suffer from mm, suffer from mental health or not. When you hear voices from people, voices of people in your head, one can say that you suffer from mental health. This man suffered and had an induced coma. He suffered and a voice told him to get up out his coma. He heard a woman's voice. I hope he was saved by God, whatever God represents. I recommend um, to anybody wanting to have a spiritual trip. Oh, it's there. Okay. Yippee. Usually I give it a while. Please be 5. Okay, it is 5. So the next one is the 6th one. But I'm not going to do that here. It's not on here yet. Okay, that kind of blew me. But I know it will be. Have you ever had that delivery of pizza that was late, but you be like, I need that pizza, and so it gets to you, and you're like, it may have been late, but it's good quality pizza. So I'm gonna do these two things off camera. I can't put a studio together until this weekend. I'm I just want to make sure that when I put the studio together that it's a day or two out from the date that I have to interview. Okay. See what I'm saying? I have an interview on Monday. Let's refresh and see if we can see it. Hold on. I know what to do. Mhm. Yeah, usually take a while. I hope get to see her. I appreciate them. You know, to all the women out there, don't see me as a threat. See me as an asset. An asset. Because to be quite honest, I'm about my business. I'm not as good as some people are. Some people are about their business. Like they emphasize 5 minutes around the clock doing something productive. But I'm okay. I get by pretty good. Mm, okay. So let's go here. I got two messages. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Do I have calendar up? Okay. Here. is the way to sign up. Did it do, where is it at? Yes, it's published now. I have to run by the computer, request, you know, so I have to just play around with it. So now we got this Reddit. Are y'all still up with? I hate when that happens. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I gotta do it. I do it backwards all the time. How do you do it backwards? What do we want backwards? I want y'all to hear this again if they let me play it. Mm, that is crazy good. Let's see. There it is. See how it takes a while? Just like baking a turkey. It takes a while, but the finishing product, I sound like I'm rich and I'm not. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to bake a turkey if I feel like it. Take maybe two, at most three types of eating, and what I mean by that is I'm going to eat three times and then call it quits. Oh man. So yeah, Ghost Man Reigns. Oh, that's why I was here too, to get to copy and paste what I said. Let's see if it'll allow me. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, 17 views. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're showing the views. I'm happy. That's all I want. Make that my little mini sector beyond Facebook. Okay. Keep that up. Keep this up. This up. Oh my God, I can't believe I must, you know what? I'm gonna demand myself. I have to make one in peace with myself that when I do a segment that I need to review it, I need to review it. Sometimes I may need to review it once, depending on if it's a sentence. Other times I may need to review it maybe four, maybe three, depending on what I'm writing or what I'm doing. This was a simple mistake that I always make. That's a habit. I feel like Percy Jackson and stuff. So, where am I at? That is on there, so I'm gonna close that out for the night. Go back on here, find a couple guests. Mm. I would interview all of them. They all have their unique, you know, one thing, a man has a way about him, but a woman has an identity. A man has an identity too, but it's different. A woman has an identity, you know, and some people have multiple identities, you know, case in point, three last names or four last names or even 10 last names. But a regular identity, these women, um, they achieve. And I can just look at them and see each of them come into the Kimberly Cloud show and having not only their identity, but their behavior be stamped in their past, present, and future of how they want to be presented in their lives. That's all I aim to do. I'm not trying to look good. I just want them to tell their stories. Wasn't there a guy on Dave Chappelle that looked just like that? I don't know. But there's some beautiful people. He was on I don't know. Let me zoom in, y'all. Hold up. He looked like the guy off of Dave Chappelle show. I probably will write him, but let me write those ladies above. I'm just looking because I want to see all the people that I've interviewed and that are new to Matchmaker. So if you're out there and you're watching me from Matchmaker 9 times out of 10, welcome. I love seeing my posters. It makes me feel really good when I get text or something, or email from them, somebody, it doesn't matter, but whether male or woman, it doesn't matter, but they'll say something like, that's okay, I'm good, not right now. But some of those people come back, and some people think about me more than I think about them, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know. And I enjoy interviewing a lot of people. So let's start. Let's build a skeleton before we get started. Because I want to start from right here. They all have a story. You know, I'm not going to lie. I wished that I could be, I don't know, let me not wish. Wish is like, I hope to be like you, but can't be like you. That's not what I wish. I hope that one day that minds that with the help of IDs and lots of doctors provision can like switch. You know how spirits aren't allowed to switch bodies, and to switch someone's body, if just for like a minute, just to see what it's like, that is something that everyone is curious to know, especially the ones that gets body shamed a lot. So, and that's like 65% of the population, because some people done gotten old and big, some people done gotten big and small, you know, um, some people already was big in the beginning. They're healthy. Who cares? I never discriminated against big people, you know, but just to be without messing or damaging the chemistry of their brain, switch out spirits without leaving a trace or a virus incorporated in that brain, do switching out spirits, but switch it out for like 5 minutes. I'm not the only one that thinks like that. I'm not the only one that thinks like that. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm writing it down. So I guess switch the spirit of or soul into another body. That's some carefully secret type stuff. That is some top secret stuff. That is some top secret stuff, you guys. Switch the spirit or soul into another body. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll be like, what at first? And I don't feel like holding up the show. But let's get started and build the skeleton. That's probably what they're going to do with robots, you know, a copy. And then what's going to happen is the robot is going to build a copy of a copy. And what I mean by that is, Imagine a universe. Imagine a robot with so many connected to the universe, but not only connected to the universe, but find some other distant thing. I'd rather say thing than planet or universe. Imagine the possibilities. Because one day our universe will die, and your children and my children will children's children. I can go on for a million years saying children will cease to exist. The universe will grow warm like lukewarm, which is cold, and it'll start from the sector of Earth, and they just start dimming out. The spirits of the planets, everything dies. But it's how we can incorporate or maybe recycle instead of letting it die, recycle the universe before it dies, extension of life. That way, maybe we can make copies of the universe, and maybe we can solve this equation of God. Did he solve it? Yeah. Hello, and my name is Kimberly. Uh, I have a Kimberly Cloud show. I wanted to interview you about. Hold on, let's zoom in, y'all. Your past, present, and future. I also highlight what you are trying to promote. I want to put your, well, that don't sound right. I will, I can put your video on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And I can put you on. Mm, 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 I'm gonna reach out to the guy that kind of look like the David Chappelle character, and plus he's Mexican, and I'm trying to dig into the Mexican realm and interview more Mexican people. So if you're out there and you're Mexican, I am looking to interview you guys. Seriously, there's no foul, no harm, no nothing. I am looking to interview, and same with Black. He looks Black and Hispanic, but it's not the guy from Dave Chappelle. He just kind of resembles Not the guy from Dave Chappelle, but yeah, I've been saying that all day. Now I know who he is. Wayne Brady or something. Brady Wayne or Wayne Brady. Mm-mm. You have you have to, not also, to sign up here. Mm. I'm writing way too much. Mm. Sorry, you guys. I got one more thing to do. Start right here. I'm gonna get a lot of yays and, well, nays, and then, okay, let's keep going. Hmm, I am so surprised. It's actually oddly. Y'all see this, right? It's not them. It's the thing. Let me see. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Now, my test skills are really off the chain. It would have been an F. That was an F. Okay, that went through. It's probably because of something else. So, I'm not gonna. Mm-mm. She looked just like the woman, the governor of Oregon, or the mayor. I forgot which one she is. I would love to interview her, but it may not go through. And it did. You see what I'm saying with my testing skills? I love that. Let's zoom in on that. They probably don't even know who I am. I'm just gonna go around looking at people stuff I sent out enough. Who's Marco Puente? I hope I'm not like Mo. You know how Bart calls and they be like, saying weird stuff, and then because I know what Pluto mean. That's sad that those are the only words I know. Let's go here, right here. That's what I wanted to see. It's like they got, come on now, they got each other back. Oh my God. How do you meet Mr. and Mrs. Smith? I know they got people. That stands out. I like their logo. Ooh, multiverse. I like this one. This is another one's right here. Let me zoom in on it. That's hard to come by. They did not get that from Canva. I'll tell you that. Most of these come from Canva. I can tell. Except maybe he knows how to do stuff on this one. Make a drop blurry. I don't know. Everybody is just looking familiar to me like stars. Shut up and smile. Okay. Um, does this podcast make me sound fat? For real, unfiltered convos on body image, health, and self love with humor and zero shame. You don't know how women battle with their weight. Even the skinny ones. That is not a diss, by the way. Exclaimer alert, exclamation point. You know, if you keep a weight, scale in your bathroom, then you know what it's like to gain 3, 4 pounds, which that is normal if you're consuming stuff, to feel like you're, you know, have 100 pounds on you or something of that sort. I've seen videos, I've seen documentaries where bulimia, or I hope I said that right, people do the craziest stuff to remain skinny. My heart goes out to those ladies. I may not can relate in your way, but I know I understand, because at least once or more, at least one time or more, we think about probably throwing up, or in order to lose weight, or we think about probably using laxatives to go to the bathroom. Those are what bulimia people do. But let me go back down here. These women right here are on fire. They look lovely. Everything about them. Seriously. Everybody is looking like people I know. See, this one is a unique one. It comes from something beyond Canva to bring that flame. Or maybe it's there and they took a screenshot and then edited beyond it. I don't know if it moves or not. Obviously, it does not move with the flames, but it still looks beautiful. Circle is our shape, and that's how we unite, through circles. Our pupils are circle, the color of our iris is circle, our noses are circle, and other things are circular. Like, seriously, everything is circular. Our face is oval, which the first thing that our artists do is draw a circle or an oval. The moon, the planets, we don't see no square planets. There could be, whatever our imaginations desire, and however money we got and how many people we can collaborate with before the world ends. But circular is so powerful, man. Um, let's see. I like the shirt. I messed up with my shirt, and I know she asked her best friend. She was probably like, "Does this make me look a little crazy?" Not crazy as in, I don't want to say the word, but does it make me look crazy? And she was like, "Go for it, girl." Everybody got that girlfriend they go to, except me. Where you be like, it used to be me, but where you go and you be like, "Hey, look, does this shirt make me look fat? Does this shirt make me look this way? XYZ, bop, 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 bop." And they be like, or maybe she didn't have that girlfriend that told her about the shirt. Maybe she had a husband that he likes that type stuff. He was like, "Go for the shirt, honey. Not the money, honey." you know. Yeah. I'm trying to zoom out, but it's not letting me fast enough. Okay. Okay, I gotta write him. It's gonna break my heart. It's gonna break my heart if I sit up there and try to write him and watch this. Let me say this is a free service. And when I talk to him, then tell him about the additives that come along with it. He looks different, but he's still powerful. I promised myself I wouldn't sit up there and like promote um like this, but I can't help myself. I have to be myself, but as long as I have like be like a gated type thing, I like to promote myself. What can I say? And I like to promote them. Canada webcam, okay. I would so watch this. Understood. Fair enough. I'll admit I have a disability. You know, I never really talk about it. I do talk about it because it's incorporated in everything I do. So that is false again. So, yeah, like I, it's, it's hard. It's not easy, the stress, and lately it's been good. I've been, getting, um, good, at things, better at things, I've been doing this for like 4 years and I love every last bit of it. I love every last bit of it. I try my best to continue to pursue something different, go beyond what I know, change my dynamics every day. I had fun today. Today was an embarrassing yet soothing and fun day in my mental health world. I got to talk to an Islamic brother. I got to speak with a young lady who was beautiful, very beautiful, and two other guys, about my internet service. So I switched, and she was really nice. And I can tell she was genuine. I can tell she was genuine. You got some people that tries to be, I've been duped before, but I had the benefit of the doubt. And with her, you just felt a sense of well-being and peace within everything she was saying. It was honest. She flowed like water. And at first, I didn't want to talk. I wanted to go upstairs and go. And she was like, have you got XYZ service and how much you pay? And I told her, and she told me what she can do for me. So I'm trying to reduce my bills before I go. It's like going slow, but back to her, she talked to me, and I appreciate women like that who, and then I had something go on at the FedEx. Like this woman, she was at the FedEx, she worked there, and we were counting the papers together and both, well, no, I wasn't counting. I was just too nervous to count. I was doing something while I was putting the paper from one side to the other and thinking that she was counting and she thinking that I was counting. So I was like, I said, did you count it? It was like 20 pages. And I was like, did you count it? And she was like, no. And oh my God. Well, there go one. So she was like, no, and I was like, oh my God, I thought you were counting. So yeah, man, it was definitely worth being there. And we both had a laugh, and she went through every document. She has to go through every document per document. And her documents that she went through, um, it has to be per document. And the document, hold on for a second. So the document that I'm talking about is, I don't want to talk about what the document is, but she has to go through it and she has to basically scan it for viruses. So I was like, oh my God. Sometimes when women like that give me a chance, I had them all rolling because I was like, you know, I don't want to this was a reputable company, and I was like, do y'all have to come upstairs because my house is a mess and I'm right next to the lease place, and the lease probably the lease place is probably like, they're probably like, what? that's against that's against the tenant's rules. But it's not a mess, but to me it's a mess. You got the blanket, unfolded, and I'm like, no, let me tidy up first. So yeah, it was crazy, man. It was so crazy, you know. My hair went the wrong way. It's right on camera, y'all. It's right on camera because I have a camera in my apartment building, but my hair, I had a hat on and the hair just went the wrong way because the hat came off, and I was like, oh my God. Do I sit, and this is one thing that you have to realize, do I sit up there and try to hurry up and fix my hair, or do I listen to what that lady is trying to say? And so those were the things going through my mind through my mental health day today. That was crazy, man. That was very crazy. But God bless that girl out there. All of them. All of the crew. I don't want to give y'all names out, but all of the crew. You know why? Because you gave me a chance. You may have been trying to sell a service, yes. And a lot of people are like, she's trying to sell. But what's fair is what's fair. What's right is what was right. And she could have been rude. I kept trying to push away, but she kept talking, and I was like, okay, let me give this a chance. And she offered me a cookie, and very polite, man. So if you're out there, and your manager is watching, I would recommend you for a promotion, out there. So, yeah, but let me get off of here. I have to do things behind camera. It's going on 9 o'clock. Oh man, 8:44, 11:44, 11. Let me stop. So anyway, I'm sorry I can't help myself. I know the FBI be like, oh my God, would she stop with the numbers? But I can't help it. I cannot help it. When I look at numbers, I say to myself, oh my God, man, they tell the same story, but yet we continue to change. Time tells the same story, but we are consumed with it and we change with time, but time never, what's coming next with time, but you don't know, maybe tomorrow I'm not here. And I don't wish that on me. But I'm just saying you can predict time, but you cannot predict what you're going to do after I get off of here, which I'm about to get off of here because it's getting late. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys later.
Never waste my time.